Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Laneside Reviews, and on this episode we're going to be bringing the bigger brains with the Brunswick Mastermind. Alright guys, so welcome back. As always, I am Rob Johnson, joined once again by Scoops Porter, and as we said, we're looking at the Brunswick Mastermind. I hear you guys want to hook. I hear you want to hook a lot. Like, not 5 boards, not 25 boards. I hear you want to hook the lane, and the lane next to it, and the lane next to that one. Well, welcome to Brunswick Mastermind country. Holy cow, is this thing a hook monster. After watching it on the World Series of Bowling, after watching the pros play it from gutter to gutter on 47 feet of oil, I was blown away. I cannot believe Brunswick has created such a heavy hooking ball. So let's find out why it hooks so much.
This ball has an ultra low RG asymmetric core, which means it digs in really early. It has a high differential, which means it's got a high flare potential, and it has a low intermediate differential, which means it has a medium to slow response to friction.
Yeah, these guys were throwing it way out, allowing the ball to dig into the oil to catch before it transitioned, and then when it got to the hook point, rather than being angular and coming in behind the head pin, it was able to transition smoothly to the pins. So why don't we take this to how we had it drilled and see how it stacks up laneside. Alrighty, and here we have Wayne Porter, our low-rev, low-speed player.
He's playing on the KEGEL Main Street oil pattern.
Yeah, now, one thing that was interesting, we had this ball drilled pin down, so it's a very smooth hook. One of the reasons is because this ball hooks so much. We took the pin down to get it to roll a little bit earlier, make it a little bit more controlled.
Yeah, when people often use the term hook in a box. Now, this ball is the true definition of hook in a box. I mean,
yeah, we really had to tame down our drilling for it to make sure that we'd be able to play it. Now you can see Wayne is actually swinging where normally he plays kind of up 10. He's actually playing in closer to 13, 14 and swinging it out so that he can get the ball down lane.
yeah, which is normally where I play. So, I mean,
Gives him a little bit more carry. You can see that one was third arrow.
yeah,
It allows him, because of how heavy it rolls into the pocket, to carry out those corners.
yeah.
And next up, we've got Tom Christou, our speed-dominant player. Now you can see Tom is in around his normal line, which we were saying is around 10 to 10.
Yeah.
But you can see he's had to really speed up his ball speed to clear that line.
He's throwing it with
Authority.
A couple times he looks like he was going to lose his balance there, just to get it to hold.
Yep. Now you can see, because we've had it drilled pinned down, that it's picking up just past the arrows, where most equipment, our pin-up equipment, starts to transition down towards the hash markers.
Yeah.
Or the range finders, as some people call them.
Yeah. Swing markers. He's really enjoying this ball because he can throw it and just kind of freewheel it.
You can see you got that one out farther and it still comes back.
Yeah.
He throws a lot of pin-up equipment, and he was actually really impressed with this ball, because usually pin-down equipment he can't get to come back, and this is still wheeling for him. You see he's really speeding it up there to try to keep it online. Here we are with Scoops himself.
You get to move in a little bit deeper and throw this wherever. Just, it was beautiful recovery.
Yeah, you can see
I got that one out there.
Really swung that one out. That's a land that you don't often play.
No, a lot of times mine will drop in the gutter when I get it that far out.
Yeah.
You see, that one's a little tighter.
But
nice carry.
Played it into the oil. You know, it's one of the benefits of playing on more of a traditional house shot is if you miss inside, you can carry it through the oil.
It's a little inside. Shooting about 17, which, yeah, normally I don't get to play. So even with this ball tamed down the way it is still...
Yeah, this ball reacts in the same vein as the Endless. I find, you can see, swung one way out there. It gets a little bit farther down than the Endless, even with the pin down drilling, but still has a lot of recovery. I feel it's got more hook down lane than the Endless does. So that's the Endless Nightmare from Deviate, of course.
Deviate,
yeah. And here I am, and you can see what I'm talking about here. It's still picking up, but it's got great recovery down lane.
Yeah, and you're sliding at what, about...
Just about 30, 35.
Yeah. Your money, bread and butter shot right
there. One of the nice things is I actually didn't want to throw it too far out into the dry because this ball is so strong. So I was playing with what I call a bit of a tip shot, just getting it out to the edge of the oil to get it to carry back in.
Yeah.
And you can see how quickly it transitions, even pinned down, which is supposed to smooth out the reaction.
Yeah.
When it goes from, you can see I really got that one out there.
Yeah.
When it rolls off that wet, you see my reaction on my face, it just turns left.
Yeah.
I really had to keep it tight into the oil because it was so powerful.
Yeah, oil all the way. Yeah, it responds to the friction nicely and grabs. Like if you get it out early, it seems to start that move to get to the pocket.
Yeah, when we started taping these shots, actually, I had a different pattern down. I was going to try the U.S. Open pattern again, and I couldn't keep this ball in the lane. Yeah. So we actually had to go to the Main Street because I needed more oil.
Yeah. It's very heavy in the middle.
You can see there, boom.
Yeah.
Just kicks out those corners.
Beautiful carry.
All right, guys, so that about wraps it up for another show.
Yeah, we want to thank Brunswick for sending us this Mastermind.
We want to thank Turbo for setting us up with the Turbo, switch grip, interchangeable assembly, and all of the Quad 2 inserts we use in all of our equipment. We also want to thank Bill Rowe, rowbowling.com, for all of our pro shop needs.
We also want to thank Dexter Bowling Shoes and Barry Bowlerama for the lanes.
So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.